This video will be discussing PRTD and PRTD refusals. What is PRTD? PRTD stands for PR Travel Document. This application is technically supposed to be used by applicants who have a PR card. They are traveling, they're outside of the country, and they've lost their PR card or they've misplaced it. There's no issue with regards to their actual PR, besides the fact that they've misplaced it or lost it. PRTD with H&C arguments, there is an issue. And the issue here is that you don't meet the obligation, the residency obligation. In order for you to renew the PR card, you have to be in this country for 730 days in the last 5 years. Many clients, because of what's happening in Canada, its economy, the fact that the prices are on the increase, lack of jobs, etc., people are exiting Canada. And then they realize that, you know what, maybe the grass is not greener on the other side either, and I want to come back. But unfortunately, they don't meet the residency obligation. So that's where you could potentially apply for PRTD with H&C arguments. You can watch my videos on how to submit this application, what documents do you need to present in case to present a strong application. But what I want to focus on this video is refusals. The fundamental reason a PRTD application gets refused is because you didn't demonstrate to the officer that you have humanitarian and compassionate reasons to, get the PR card despite not meeting the residency. So when you submit an application, that's your main documents that you have to submit. Documents to prove that you always saw Canada as your home, that you always intended to meet the residency, but because of mainly usually family emergency, employment, best interest of a child, you were not able to meet the residency obligation. So if it's for employment, you can demonstrate to the officer in the initial application of how many places you applied for, how many applications no resumes were responded to, no employer contacted you. Maybe you got our interview, but you never got the job. That's what you want to demonstrate. As for family emergency, if it was medical reasons, you want to provide doctors and information, letters, and so forth. If it's the best interest of a child, sometimes it is important that the child has to exit outside of the country and you have to accompany that child. Whatever your reason is, you need to provide the supporting documentation. If you get a refusal, you then get 60 days to apply to the IAD, the Immigration Appeal Division, to appeal your matter. And essentially you're saying, I disagree. I disagree that my application was rejected. And the reason is I think I presented all the relevant documentation. I think that the officer made an error of facts. This is very important. If you do not appeal, you essentially lose your PR. So hypothetically, you get the refusal today, you get 60 days to appeal it, and you decide not to do anything about it. It is only at that time that you've lost your PR card, on the 61 date of this application. So it's very important that you then think about what you want to do. Do you think that you have good enough reasons to appeal it? If yes, definitely do that. If you really have no interest of coming back to Canada and you thought it was just a good idea to get the PR card renewed and you just wanted to try it, perhaps you don't appeal it, and at the 61 day you lose it, you can always think about coming back to Canada as a visitor. You apply again as a visitor visa, a super visa, a work visa, whatever it may be. Many clients ask me, if I lose my PR today, can I try again? And the easy answer is yes. But just keep one thing in mind. If you lose your PR today, why should Canada give you a PR tomorrow? So by not fighting it, you're ultimately telling immigration that you're really not interested. So when you are ready to come back, you better have a good reason as to convincing the officer that this time you'll remain in the country. If you have any questions about PRTD, PRTD with H&C, or appealing a refusal, please let us know. Thank you, and until next time.